So Tuesday earnings, we have some good stuff on Tuesday. We're going to go through the buy or sell for your conviction on these stocks.
Yep.
Pre-market, we have Cisco, ARMK. So let's start with Cisco. Buy or sell, Brad?
Cisco, I am buying. This thing I think is going to continue to do really well. It's already moved up quite nicely over the last 18 months. It's been really good from a solution standpoint, especially if we think that the hybrid approach is going to stick, which we think is going to happen. We're already seeing that Amazon, some of the other bigger companies and corporations are pushing back their dates for people to come back to work. I think this only continues to push the narrative as far as a stay-at-home type deal works. So I think that Cisco obviously benefits greatly from that, and I would expect them to have pretty good earnings. I like this as a buy going into the earnings.
This one I'm excited about, and that's ARMK. It's one I've been in. I leveraged it as a reopening play. It's in my long-term swing trading account for the public account. And this is one that I'm really anxious to hear what you say. Are you buying or selling this into earnings?
I am buying the shit out of ARMK.
Yeah, me too.
Did you see? This is just an example. If you guys don't know what ARMK is, they're POS systems for events and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Among other things, yes.
But that's something that they...
Yeah, but like also like food services for like venues and
stuff so like
that,
for example, we go to the Ravens game.
Yeah.
Every time you swipe your card, you see ARMK on there.
Yeah.
So, you know, as far as like venues and going out and doing things, you looked at Lollapalooza this weekend.
Lollapalooza, yeah.
Yeah. It was insane. It was insane.
It was nuts, yeah.
That just to me kind of just goes to speak to like how much people are getting out and spending money on just stuff. And this is where ARMK really shines. I think this is actually a really good solid buy. Again, we look at the chart here. Risk reward, I think, is good considering it's pulled back about 25% from 43.12 since its last high, 52-week high. So I think this is, again, good risk reward here.
I have high conviction on ARMK. My only issue is the Delta variant from a short-term perspective. Yeah. But to me, this is just buying opportunities. Their specialty is in food services and facilities.
Yep.
So like the Ravens don't staff those kiosks. They staff those kiosks.
Yep.
They staff the food stands. But they're in all places that aren't going anywhere. So like healthcare, like when you look at hospitals, like they're outsourced as the ones that manage those cafeterias. Those aren't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Prisons, those aren't going anywhere. Businesses, all that stuff. So the challenge though, to be honest, is going to be staffing, which has been a challenge for a lot of small businesses. Not their small business, but that's going to be their challenge.
Yep.
Is staffing. But I don't think demand's going to be an issue. Really excited about this one, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you like it too, because this one's going to be one. I'm probably most confident about this one this week. So
sweet.
Come at me, dog. All right, after hours, we got FUBO TV, Coinbase, Upstart, and McAfee. I'm gonna actually go in reverse order.
Okay.
Let's just start with McAfee. We've talked about cybersecurity. This is one that we like, but we haven't really talked about much. Are you buying or selling this?
I'm gonna sell only because it's had some weird activity over the last couple of days. We talk about how, you see some stocks that run in the earnings and there's potential sell the news type of situation. I don't think that anybody's going to be surprised that McAfee crushes it. And I think that we could see a potential sell the news situation here.
All right. Next, we have Upstart. Are you buying or selling Upstart in earnings? I'm
buying Upstart in the earnings. This is a fintech company. It's got a lot of promise to it. I think that this is definitely one that probably has a good long-term potential. It's come back down from 191.89 to 132 where it closed out on Friday, and it actually came down and tested this 105. Fatman Zoom, this is one that we had on the watch list for our Chaos Crew folks at this 105 area. If you guys took advantage of that, you're already in the green here. So I think this actually does pretty well after hours.
Okay, and then I'm just going to move on to the next one because I want to make time for these last two, and that's Coinbase and FUBO. So Coinbase, if you guys haven't watched the clip, make sure you click on the clip as far as our crypto bull run, which we talked about on where we think crypto can go. If we feel really bullish about that, what do you think about Coinbase? Are you buying or selling this into their earnings?
That's a great question. I think that I would be buying it just because it's been down so far. Again, we talk about risk reward here. Your favorite strategy is the asymmetrical trade strategy. I think that this is a perfect example of that. And not only that, but we're seeing a pretty decent resurgence in cryptocurrency. It could only benefit Coinbase from here.
And last but not least, FUBO TV. We get this a lot.
Yeah.
I would say out of all the speculative stocks that like people bring to us in the chat, I actually like this more than most that come to our channel.
Yeah.
Not that I actually don't want to invest in this company yet.
Yeah.
But I think I understand the promise and I understand the excitement. Whereas other stocks, I'm like, I don't get what you guys are bringing this for. Are you buying or selling FUBO?
I'm buying FUBO TV. It's come down quite substantially from its highs at around $60 some a share. So like, it's down over 50% from there. I think they crush earnings, to be honest with you. They crushed them last time around and got a pretty decent response. We've had soccer since then. And we obviously have the Olympics and that sort of thing, I'm sure, which will be reported for next quarter's earnings. But I think that FUBO TV, they got something here. I think they're going to crush earnings. I like this going into earnings as to buy it.
Guys, those are our earnings for Tuesday. Make sure you tune in to our channel at 3:30 p.m. Eastern time as we do our earnings reaction and we actually see how well we did and how well Brad did as far as our predictions are concerned. Live stream Tuesday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time.